What up, world?
It's your girl Sandra.
It's your girl Sarah.
It's your boy Dante.
This is S.D.S.
Okay, y'all, we back again with another banger. If you haven't looked at our last videos, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button so you won't miss anything S.D.S. TV has to offer you. Yeah. What are we doing today, Suda?
Okay, y'all. We got a couple of topics for y'all. Just some stuff that's been, just heavy on our hearts, heavy on our brains, and
The little chip on our
we just need to just air it out with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So our first topic is forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Now that's a suitcase that I don't tote around too much.
It's more than saying sorry.
It's actually accepting it and actually physically
believing it,
erasing it.
Like boo, boo, boo. Never existed. A lot of people can't do that. It's honestly, it's more than just, like he said, it's more than just saying, "Oh, I'm sorry," or "Yeah, I do forgive you," and you genuinely don't.
Yep.
And just for the sake of an argument or the sake of just not having to actually deal with it and go through it and fight those demons, you just brush it off.
Don't bring it up.
Yeah.
Sweep it under the rug. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah. And it's just like, I really feel like people will move a lot further in relationships, whether it's with your spouse, whether it's your relationship with your parent, whether it's your relationship with your child. Forgiveness.
Whether it's forgiveness on your neighbors. Let it go.
The statement forgive and forget is real.
Yep. I forgive you, but I can't forget. Or I can forget, but I won't forgive you. That's powerful.
So the whole purpose of the word forgive is to forgive. But if you have a situation where you're saying forgive and don't forget, or forgive but remember, don't forget, you never really forgave the person fully. To fully forgive is to fully forgive, is to come to an understanding with yourself that you're willing to reopen up and let whatever it is that hurt you go completely. It's like a clean slate.
Clean slate.
And a lot of us, we don't do that because we have the word forget.
Yeah.
Forgive but never forget. So it's
but
always
you have to understand that we also have another R word in there. It's remind. If we keep getting reminded about the same thing, it's kind of hard to forget.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to forget it.
Right.
Because imagine somebody keep bringing it up something after you're trying to move on with your relationship, and that person keeps bringing up the hurt that you caused. At that point, you didn't forget it, and you never forgave because you keep bringing it up. So of course we're reliving it. I mean, we are reliving it all over again.
To honestly, purely be able to access the level to forgive, you have to self-meditate. You have to know your body, your mind, and you gotta continue to debrief yourself and have conversations with yourself and meet in the middle with yourself. You always have to be in tune with who you are, 110%, and you have to accept the reason why you want to forgive, and accept that this is the way that you're finna go, and just do it. You can't think about pride. You can't think about, I'm just gonna be the bigger person.
Ego.
No ego can come in between you forgiving at all. So you're hurt. You deal with the hurt. It's your job to fix yourself so you can be able to forgive. If you don't do that, then you're never gonna forgive any damn body.
Right.
And so like what he said a little bit about happiness, like, yeah, you can make me smile. You can't do things that make me happy. But for me to truly be happy, that has to come from me. That starts with self. Yeah. And it's just like a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people go to people because it's just like, you're supposed to tell me I'm pretty. You're supposed to tell me you love me. You're supposed to
trying to fill a void that has been there with somebody else, when the void is really you.
Right.
You make yourself pretty.
No,
you make
no
yourself
one
feel
should
loved.
have to
you
tell
make yourself
you.
feel
Right. No one should have to tell you look pretty. No one should have to tell you every day, all day, I love you. Because, like, honestly, like, you should know. And it's just like, to have to tell somebody that, it's just like, they're not the ones with the problem, you are.
Right. But if they do tell you all day, every day, kudos to you.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, like, that's not going to happen.
Right. In a perfect world.
That doesn't happen all the time.
Every once in a while, you may get, oh, baby, you look
yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah,
oh, baby,
I
you
mean,
look fine.
it's
You
good
look
to
sexy
get those.
Especially for seasoned.
Yeah, it's good to get those. But damn, I mean, every day, like a notification reminder, hey, Dad, I love you. Hey, Dad, I love you.
Well, we're not robots.
Hey, you look beautiful. Hey, you look beautiful.
Because at that point, then we'll all be, everybody will sound the same. And it's not interesting no more.
So basically, because you never forgave the situation, now you're bringing other things into another situation, and now it's becoming a just ongoing problem. All because you didn't forgive from step one. Realize if we could give from step one, then it never becomes into step 2 or step 3 or step 4 of somebody disappointing us or we not forgiving the situation, because it won't be continuous anger. It will be stopped at the very beginning. So you're coming into something totally new.
Exactly. And then especially if you're raising kids, you're raising this little person to be broken because of the hate and what you have animosity towards whatever situation. Whether a white man robbed you or something, and so you have like this hate towards white males.
Or your fears.
Or your fear, right.
Or your fears if your children interracial date.
Or end up getting hurt or something.
Or just whatever it is.
You'll be putting those burdens onto your kids.
You're not forgiving a situation.
You let that child, you let the little boy, the little girl decide for themselves whether or not they want to dislike this person or dislike that or that.
So for instance, let's give an example, a clearly example. Let's sit here and say that a girl and a guy, a daughter and a father, okay? The daughter feels like the father never really paid attention to her. So she never really developed any type of good skills. So when she gets into a relationship, she don't know how to act. She don't know her place. She don't even understand how to respect a man because she never really had that avenue going. Well, she never forgave that void and said, such and such.
Or maybe
such.
It wasn't even just a void. Maybe it just that wasn't what she was. It's never been taught. She didn't see that growing up, so she felt like I seen what my mom did, so maybe that's what she stuck after. Because she didn't know there was no clearly examples of what a man was to a woman.
And
it was not brought up, and that was not the foundation that it was built on. It was totally something different. So instead of her going this way, I see this, no, I'm gonna go this way. Because
I honestly feel like at every age, and when you're at an age of understanding, it is no longer a responsibility to. It's not your job to know what, like, I didn't know this. Like, you're older, you have an understanding. You should know like what to do at this point. Like, you can't use that as an excuse anymore. That's like, you just can't. I feel like that's just inconveniencing someone who's occupying your time. If you're occupying time,
you should have been already let that go.
Let it go or figure out a different avenue.
If it ain't got better then, it's not gonna get better now. You gotta love it for what it is, call it for you see it, and keep moving.
Exactly.
And another thing, before we wrap this up, forgiving means that you want a better, bigger picture of a situation. Period.
Right. A better outcome.
A better outcome.
I want it to be more clear.
The question is that do you really want a better outcome, or do you want to leave things the way they are? That's a question that we honestly need to say, just as far as in America in general. There's a lot of apologizing that can happen in America right now.
You can fix and make it all better.
But we still talking about stuff that happened.
Let it be cracked up.
When cell phones was not created, when there was no helicopter, there was no nothing. We started talking about that, and we have led that all the way into now. And
honestly,
and it has dissected into each individual families,
and it's leaking into kids.
It's honestly,
their brains are like sponges.
It's crazy how we can't apologize for the things that happen in history so we can move forward. And we rather keep that going to keep the same story in full effect. In full effect. So you got just this
So
one
you got
big
this
thing.
book that's been
All
told
it takes
centuries.
is we were
so instead
wrong.
of one person switching it and making it a
sorry,
different book,
and then for that,
it's boring.
And then for us to forgive, they apologize, we forgive, we let it go. Imagine if the world would just do that. Imagine if Russia and America finally just let it go. North Korea, South Korea, just let it go. China, Japan, just let it go. Like, just imagine, like, where we would be in the world right now. We'd be in a better place. Imagine if 50 Cent and Ja Rule just let it go. New York rap will be stronger than it ever has been. But no, never happened.
Good one. Y'all, let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Let's get it. Them thumbs ringing. Okay, y'all. This next topic. It might get some antlers just rattling. Why is it so easy for you to get on a stranger onto anything, like helping them with anything, but with your own family, you can't? It's hard. Why is that?
Common knowledge, you know who that person is. You know who your brother-in-law, you know who your brother is, you know who your sister is, you know who your mama is.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if you've never worked with that person, how would you know?
Because you know
their working ability and how you see them every day can be different, though.
There's nothing wrong with
they're usually correlated in the same. Like if you lazy at the house, you're gonna be lazy at the job. Period.
That's a lie.
So it's just honestly, people don't want to see you win. Really.
Because I know a lot of people
look in your face
who lazy at work. I know a lot of people who lazy at work, sleep at posts, but you do everything you can in that kitchen in your house. So that's a lie. Keep it going.
Okay.
It's just honestly, it's just basically the households that you grow up in, and if there was a demand for brothers and sisters to get along and stay close and put each other on and stuff like that. That's all
it is. It's basically your morals and your values.
Yeah.
And then honestly, it's just.
There's some people who care less about their brothers, care less about their sisters.
Yeah.
There's some people
and
that
they
are
really
close.
can turn the cold shoulder and be like, dang, he is struggling, but I'm not gonna stick my name out there for him.
And that's
because I have this built reputation, and you're not finna tarnish it.
Well,
but I mean, then too, what you have to understand, that can go both ways. If they've already done that to other people, and it's just like
you don't want it to be you,
right? So
yeah, I
can
kind of see that going
both ways.
It's a yin and a yang to that situation. One is that you never mix family and business together.
And money and family or
business and pleasure.
Money and family does not mix
because there's a
Because I can owe you $25 and me, no, I owe you $25. Next minute you now I owe you $60.
When you familiar with somebody,
and then you owe me $5, and then the next minute you at Griff's. Like you don't have no money for no shake.
Or you at Chipotle getting a big cold burrito.
It's ridiculous out here.
But hey, look who's calling the kettle black.
Or you just go in the Smoothie King.
Or Subway.
Subway. Extra lettuce, no guac.
Salt and pepper and vinegar.
Okay. But like I said, it can go both ways. So it don't cause it on yourself, and then don't get in your feelings because you've already done it. And 9 times out of 10, it's just like if you really can sit there and self-reflect, why didn't this person help me? It's probably a good reason why.
And honestly,
if you dig a little deeper.
And honestly, you should get to a point to where it shouldn't even bother you who puts you on and who don't put you on.
Do what you got to do for yourself.
You put yourself on.
That way, nobody will have to sit here and say, well, I got you that job.
Because at the end of the day, nobody owes you nothing.
And then, honestly, remember it. Remember how you were. And if you can extend an opportunity to somebody else, do it. Be better.
Even if they didn't get you on for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Be like, hey,
help
I
somebody
know
else
this job
out.
position. You kill people with kindness.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the other cheek.
Okay, y'all. We hope we got y'all wheels turning.
Yes. Get this video to 1,000 likes, y'all. Come on. It only takes a second. Bop. Take a second. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button so you won't miss anything S.D.S TV has to offer you out here at Move Around. Okay, y'all. I'm Sandra.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Dante.
You just been S.D.S TV Rise. Peace out. Peace.